I guess it's what it'll have to be. How's everybody doing? Let me just pause this. All right. Here goes nothing. Let me see. Yeah. All right. I don't have any notes or anything. Hi, everybody. I'm Jatan. And yeah, I guess nobody's interested or is available, I should say, or knows is aware of starting some meetings. But I'm going to speak on a topic that a participant from last meeting was asking about, and this is her primary situation. Is she has she's trying to get her children back from a ex-spouse, and so I was thinking about this all week, and she really did some work. Maybe she'll join us. She does have the invite, including another guest. But in my, I pondered on it pretty much all week, and then because she did some work on, getting the kids' birth certificates, getting them authenticated and stuff. So pretty much, in my understanding of the situation, all she would have to do is prove that the children are her property, or I know they're living beings, that they're her children, and then she pretty much is in possession of their titles of ownership, basically the birth certificate, and then she could utilize, like a fee schedule, or what I've been working on, and then I'll, if nobody joins in, I'm just going to basically do my rant and go over a couple of things I've been working on this week, because I'm pretty focused on this, and I have a lot of stuff to do. Like tomorrow, I figured out a lot of stuff every day. It's just like I go in deeper and deeper, and then I jump around, because I'm at the level where I haven't even sent my first pack out, but I watch everything from the Radiant Clone YouTube channel, all the new videos they come up with, basically the Patrick Devine stuff, which is like, I mean, this stuff is woo. Just, what is this here? This meeting is being recorded. Continue. Okay. And I mean, if you want to just look, because I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I'll finish what I was saying. So basically what I was saying was, if she could prove that she's in possession of the children's basically papers and certificates of ownership, which is, the birth certificate authenticated and stuff, take that to federal court with, but I would do the administrative process first. Basically, send the guy, send her ex a bill. It's like, you have my kids for X amount of days. This is where the legal notice and demand will come in. I've been working on this. In retrospect, I found out that I was working on the legal notice and demand right through the Lion's Gate. So this could be channeled information. I mean, some individuals would probably think that, I went crazy on it, but all right, so I'm going to share screen, and basically the administrative process, send the guy a bill, small, large, but I would have, basically the legal notice and demand at least registered. You register it, mail it to yourself. This is what I'm, because that really does hold a lot of weight. And then get it recorded, and then get it authenticated and apostilled or authenticated and apostilled or whatever the state does. I always forget. It always gets mixed up with me. But authenticated, apostilled at the state, and authenticated at the state, and filed and recorded at at the state and the Department of State, federal in Washington, and then you do your copyright and Library of Congress trademark. So this makes it like fully, it is law. Basically, it's public law because it's your laws and you have the right to be a lawmaker. So if you're making your own laws, I'm wondering why this video looks like really not. Let me just check the settings here. Maybe I messed something. I changed something. Give me 1 second. Original ratio. No, I don't want that. Mirror my touch up my appearance. That does a little bit. Let me see. I don't know, but it looks like pixelated. I wonder if it's because of those lights back there. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing screen now soon anyway. So, okay, let me see. So let me just continue, just go with this flow here. So my mic is on, my video is on. I'm recording and I'm going to share screen here quick. Share screen 2. I restart my computer before I do this. What's this here? Oh, this is the Zoom channel. Okay. So what was I talking about? So I did a lot of work on this document. Let me open up this document here. And tomorrow I'm gonna send it out to get the registered mail sticker on. So let me go in here, share this quick. Oops. All right. I'm gonna open up 2 documents. One I did, right? So now basically, I think I made a video on this, I made a video on this, but I can't remember, so I'm gonna just go through it quick. Yeah, I did. Of course I did. So basically, I added this here, International Registered Private Tracking Number, on the top. This is going to be on every page. Over here, I entered the document number. I did the whole, initials, LNAD number, and then dash the registered mail number for this document. I went and I picked out from my roll of registered mail numbers. I picked out a ringing number here because you're going to be reciting this when you get pulled over, and then we're going to have basically violations, ticket books to give cops violations if they violate your right to travel. So you'll have a ticket book, and then you're going to be referred. The ticket book is going to have this is the law. When you get this recorded, this is the law. So basically, you know how they say, oh, you're in violation of code, 14, Suffolk County, New York State, whatever. This is your law because, this is going to be law, public law, because you're gonna make a public notice. Now they're all electronic, like on websites, but you could still find the paper. I'm doing everything, all of it. And then this is your registered mail number. So you see how I picked, I had 4186. I went ahead maybe 20 numbers or so, and then found this one, which is 200, because you're going to be reciting. You're going to be like, all right, you're in violation of, JL, LNAD, 112919713274, RF 4186000200, US, public, public notice, law, public law notice, public notice or whatever. And then, this is the basic stuff. This is on all of them. I added something on the other page because at the end of the document, I'll go through the fees and such, but if you see here, I made a page after the, oh, it's not in here. It's on a different document. I didn't want to tamper with this. These are the fees. Where's my signatures page? Right here, signatures page. But I'll go over this because I have to open up. Let me escape from this. Go to open up mailings page, Word. This is basically the same document, except for I have a page, which is number 22. One moment. See right here? After the entire document, which I might change and I might take this up to there, I'm going to basically put this page right on my envelope, because after I get it back, when I get it mailed to me and I get the document, and this, I'm not going to go with postage paid. I'm going to pay for it because I want a stamp here on this stamp. I want a physical, USPS stamp. Let me go full screen. Okay, now you can see everything. So basically, this is the end of the document. Page 19, page 20 is going to be my mailing sheet. So when I get this back mailed to me, I'm going to attach this sheet, which I'm going to use on top of an envelope. So I'm going to use an envelope. I'm going to glue this or make an envelope out of bond paper. Registered mail, it doesn't get binged up too much, but it does a little bit, So you might want to put it in like card. Well, actually, this page is going to get a little damaged or dinged up a bit. So, I mean, look what I did here. I'll just share. Let me go over it and then I'll read that. This is your return. This is your postage. I don't know. I just thought of it. I just threw this on here. I left it a little bit to the side because I thought maybe the stamp was going to be a little bit. I wrote here official business in matters of American national security. I mean, this is all like influenced highly from Patrick Devine, because I mean, when you go through his stuff, that guy was so creative. He created all those documents, he modified a lot. He created all those documents. So that was his full-time job. And I mean, I'll share why I think he was in the 70s, to my knowledge. I think he was born in 45 based on one of the documents. But I looked up his address. I'm like a secret agent, type of person. I looked up his address and I saw that he had a metal roof on his house. That is so unhealthy, to live in a house that has a copper roof, different story. Aluminum, different story. So, or metal, if it's not conducive and if it's not grounded, it is like a trailer park. Aluminum is, I believe that it's not healthy. Let me see. Okay, I see. I have my cell phone logged into my cell phone as well, so I could see what's what's showing. Anyway, so that's what could have happened. Because I mean, but at the end of the day, what the goal is to get into a environment where I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna basically build domes or like sunrooms over entire houses. So when I get onto that phase, when I'm doing that, but within the next year, I'm going to do that on my own home. Once I start doing 1099s, I'm in contract with a company to do that anyway. And they're gonna basically, I'm gonna send them right out. I'll do a 1099 process, and then once they get the check, they're gonna start construction. So for doing a lot of work on my house, just until I get all my paperwork done. I don't want to move since I'm comfortable here. I put my Maryland. I went ahead and did my another UCC because I wasn't sure about the one I did before. That was through a different group, but I followed the PJ process on this for the I made a video on that. Maryland UCC was an hour and a half long almost. I went through the whole thing on how I did it and all the addresses I used. All right, so that's that. This is part of the document up on page 1. The recipient here. This is regular straw man, all caps. Fiction. This is a vessel. This is a ship. And this is the mailing address, PO Box 505, registered mail number, everything. If you zoom in on this, everything is straight. I did work on this. I did work on this. Look. Look, 600, like 600 DPI, 1200 DPI on this. I got the stamp here that I'm gonna take out, when when I'm ready to print, because I have to put a real stamp there, or I'll just cover this stamp with a regular stamp. And then of course I'm gonna have to put this a real sticker. This is just like a placeholder for me to see. And then plus I think I'm gonna shift those around a bit. I think I'm gonna bring this up a little. I haven't combed 100%. Like this is a little too close to this. Look at this. Jeton Lita, care of, because this is the return address, this is going to be on the back of the green card as well. Care of, which will make it like international, 110 Mastic Road, Suite 505, Mastic Beach, IT. I got this from the Maryland UCC, Maryland UCC filing. This is how my address came up, international. They wouldn't accept New York. 11951-9998 makes it international. UMI stands for United States Minor Outlying Islands. This I also got from the Maryland filing, because that's international. American, these I got from a lot of the stuff. Some of the stuff I just created, but some of the stuff I got from Patrick Devine. Some of the documents, from. So basically, American National, secured, maybe I might change it to secured party, but secure party, original issuer, private people of posterity, sovereign personum sojourn, free man on land, in air, at sea, and in soul and spirit, living, breathing, American body, born from the land, bare feet on the earth, divinely endowed by my creator, guardian, caretaker, balance and harmony keeper. And then like when I wrote all of that, I said, I need some kind of a, some kind of a logo or symbol or something. So I just made this, I picked this out from some clip art free, and then just made this, picked out a font. I don't know, I might move this over a little bit. That's it. So basically getting back to, what we were talking about was, so now let's go to the, fee schedule, so you basically send them a bill, you do the administrative process, right? And then you go to, you could consider the children property, or you can consider them thoroughbreds, or you can consider them heirlooms or ancestral heirlooms. I don't know. I'm just saying, you could, if you haven't looked at this document, you got to check this out. It's in the file, and let's just go with trust property, just trust property, because they're your property. So property damage, nah, I'm not even going to use that. Let's just, livestock, yeah, because this would be, so here. Let's just go, let's consider them, because we all are cattle property, and the birth certificate is chattel paper. So we technically are livestock, but I mean, just for the sake of it, let me go to thoroughbreds, because it has the same verbiage, but a little bit different. Theft and harm of a thoroughbred. Let me zoom in. Well, let's read this first. Theft and harm of livestock, trust property, deprivation, confiscation. So you deprive me of my kids, which are livestock to me, confiscate, or I'll make another paragraph just for humans. You know what I mean? It wasn't in my, I don't have any kids that I'm looking for. That's why it didn't influence, or didn't I wasn't guided to do that when I finished this document, because I'm not changing this anymore. So that'll be up to you. If you want to change it, make a paragraph, that's it. Confiscation of, okay, that's wrong. Seizure of, endangering the welfare of, safety, security of, violent or brutal antagonize, aggravating, irritating, offend, provoke, neuter, castrate, euthanize. This is definitely not catered to, like, humans, but, I'm just giving you ideas here. So basically, by use of gas, heat frequencies, bombs, bullets, okay? So basically, you deprived me of my children is 100 million lawful US silver dollars per occurrence. That would be one. You would depriving me. It's one occurrence per day, per, per individual. Or actually that's in here. Oh, I see now. I just changed this to violator, but it should be I should add per individual, because, or change this from creature to individual if I made one just for kids. So let's just say per individual, because she's got 3 kids. So per occurrence, per day, per creature, which would be 3. So it would be, I mean, if I get my calculator out there. All right, so if it was 1 year, right, it would be 365 times 100 million, okay, times 3 equals 109. Is that billion? So it was 100 million times 365. So it was 365 times 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's correct. So it's 36.5 billion. Now I times that by 3. Now it's 109.5 billion. And then, so just that as a starter. All right. You get up a word, and then, you make a letterhead. You put your name. Let me move this. Oh, no, let me keep this here. Right here. So we can still see the numbers. All right. You make up a word. You put it on a letterhead, personal letterhead. I would make it, international, because this way they wouldn't. You can't get out. He couldn't. The person you're sending the bill to wouldn't be able to get a lawyer, because the lawyer would not. It would be like a conflict. They would be too scared. It would be out of their jurisdiction. You put it on a letterhead, your address and such, and then you put. You can write up a letter, something like. This is a. It's a bill. So somewhere on it would have to be, a bill for violations, right? A bill for violations of legal notice and demand, all that stuff. Legal notice and demand. This is a bill for violation of straight. JLLNAD 1129 117 1129 1971 3274 RF 418 600 200 US section 17, and then you put parentheses subsection 1 or paragraph 1, trust property damage, or you can make one up for deprivation of property, deprivation of natural human beings, and you add it to this, of the natural, or you can, let's go to the detainment or incarceration of the natural man. Where did I have that? I had something where it said like the natural man, but you would look through this. I don't know, because I haven't looked through these after I completed it, and I'm not gonna, because if it doesn't come to mind, maybe it was one of these. All right, I'm getting confused here. Let me go back, because I'm on that. Let me stick right here. All right, so you were in violation of, this section 17, paragraph 1. And then you would say how many counts. So it's like, how many counts. So the counts would be, you could do the math, or you could just say total counts. So total counts, this would change now. I'll do another calculator. So the total number of counts would be 3 times 365. And this individual had more. because it was for like numerous years. So that would then be, well, here, let's see what that is. 1,095 counts of section, whatever it is, section 17, paragraph 1. So this is the bill. You would add that to the bill, and then you would say, please, please send your payment to the, to this address within 30 days to avoid penalties, late fees, and interest. That's it. Send it to the boy, and watch you don't get your kids back. Quick time, quick time. And then if not, then you're already prepared. To my knowledge, it's the second time you already sent them more papers. PJ explains it. I can find the videos exactly where he outlines that, or other teachers and sharers, contributors through the administrative process. I'm going to be doing that. I'm just so busy doing, like, getting really because I have a whole procedure that I'm following to get my first pack in. But so this is the counts. It would be, count number, and then multiplied by 100 million or 2 million, whatever you make your legal notice and demand. And then that's it. Let me exit out of this. So let me think, is there anything? I already went through this in a previous video, all this, how I did one for when they come to your home, one for when they come to your, when they stop you from traveling. Let me see. I can't think of, let me look at myself for a little while. Hold on. Let me stop share. Let me get a sip of coffee. All right, so that's what I would do. Anything else I can think of? Let me think of what else I've been working on. I did the legal notice and demand. Now I made some nice changes to the legal notice of demand. Now I'm going to go and make all my other documents the same way. I went over how, like, I'm going to put basically a page on top of the envelope, or make my own envelope, and then attach that. Because registering, it doesn't have to be a completed document. Once you register it, mail it to yourself, then you can get it notarized. And then also on page, let me share again, because I mean, this is what I'm going to do, but I thought, let me just share. All right, so now I got mailing page. Okay, go to page 20. All right, so I got this. So this is page 20. I didn't want to make this page 1.5 and make it look all weird, but I might. Who knows? I might change it. I might change it up, but I'd rather keep it back here. That's what I've decided, but it's not in concrete. This is going to move up a little. All right, so now you got this page 22. At 22, I'm going to put all the receipts, like the return green card right here, all the receipts, maybe even the tracking. I'm going to do it super proper. The tracking from you get a USPS account, username and password, and then there's a page there. Do a screenshot on the page. It'll say everything. You get the receipt from them, the physical little white receipt that you get from the US Post Office. Then, this you're going to have front and back, front and back, boom, boom. If there's not enough room, go on the next page. And so 3 pages that are going to be part of the document. It's going to be super official. 3 pages just for the mailing, Then, so let's just say you fit it on. You're not going to fit it on one with the tracking and everything. So that's going to be 2. And then this last one here, I know one of them I wanted for the copyright and trademark office, because I'm gonna have, you're gonna have something to say it's trademark. But there was one page I want just for the public notice, where I'm gonna make it a public notice on a website, like on a website or in the paper. So I'm gonna have either the bill, like the bill from the place, or I'm gonna have the physical public notice here. I want to do this super proper. I might add more pages, so I'll definitely gonna do the registering and mailing before I even get it notarized. And then I might do the notarizing as the last page, maybe I might take this and then the definitions, I'm put it before the definitions on the legal notice and demand. You see, these are the definitions, because, and then see how many pages the public notice is going to take. And then I'll have a better gauge of, because I know that the trademark is going to take a while, but I'm going to call them tomorrow and find out, hey, what's the fastest way? Because it took me, when I did one for a company back in like 2010 or 9, it took like 4 or 5 months. That's how long it's going to take. All right. So that's that. And all right. So I'm getting a little tired just flapping here. So I think that's it, for now. That's what I would do if I wanted to get, I mean, I'm in a similar situation. I'm in a similar situation because they took my dog, but I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it. I just want to get this first pack before I start sending out, doing administrative process and sending people out, suing people, because, they're going to, it escalates, because you got to have to take it to federal court, to federal court, and then do a default, do a default judgment with the state. And then whatever the court says, well, you're missing this, then, you say, all right, put it back on the calendar, or we'll resume in 2 months, 5 months, whatever, however long you think it'll take you to satisfy the court on whatever you're lacking, because it's their duty to basically tell you what you're missing. Well, Mr., Mrs. whatever, you don't seem to have this, and we would require that to, to basically make a cease and desist, because, cease and desist of them pretty much kidnapping would be, kidnapping and, theft of property. So, all right, so that's it. I think I'm going to stop share and then end this. And let me just see here. Let me look at the chat. How come I can't see the chat? Oh, here it is. All right, so nobody joined me tonight. That's it. I don't know. What can you see how long this video is going? I'm curious. You can't even see. Let me see if. All right, I guess I can't see how. Well, I already know, because I started at 7, so it's 46 minutes. Yeah, not exactly 7, like 7:05 or something. So that's it. All right, I'm gonna stop this, and then I'll give people more notice, because I gave people notice like at 1 o'clock or something. I'll do notice like maybe a couple of days in advance. All right, that's it. So everybody have a good night. I'm gonna get to my routine, do a couple things, and then tomorrow I have a big day. I want to go to a different post office. That's a good thing I can share. I'll make a video just on it, but I found out if you do a search and find out the large post offices near you, and the ones that have 24-hour post office box access, they're very rare. They're like 1 in each county. And if they're not too far away, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and get a post office box at that location, just for mailing and receiving green cards back, because I'm going to be, because otherwise it takes by the time you get a green card back for something local, it's 2 weeks. But if you do it from a main area, it doesn't have to go anywhere else when you do registered mail. Certified mail is different, that goes fast. But when we do stuff registered, it's got to go through this process. They put it in a bag, it's like Benjamin Franklin days, they put it in a Ziploc bag, squeeze it, then put it in a burlap bag, and then like there's a separate man that goes and collects these, takes it to a dispatch center, to a dispatch center, to a dispatch center. When I looked at the tracking, it went to like 3 different areas until on the tracking, it didn't say where it was. So it was like all secretive. And then it finally said Huntington Station. So I says, Huntington Station. So basically my theory is if I go there, at least go there and then mail something outbound registered mail to like the county, it would at least get there quicker. But now to get back to you, the return address, if you use yours, you'll still have to get a delay. But if you get a post office box there and you want to do some certain stuff urgent, and then get a little post office there just for the green card and then send it back there, that's your suite too. You could have multiple suites. So and then keep your one that's nearby you for, I got a big box, because I'm gonna have big items come in there, so I don't fold the documents and such, whatever. And then I don't know, it's an idea, it's an experiment, because it took 2 weeks for my stuff, just sending something to myself from my own post office box. It took 2 weeks. And that's a little long for me, because I want to, get rapid fire, rapid moving, rapid pace. All right, that's it. All right, I'm ending this. Everybody have a good night. And, if this was helpful, I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. Ciao.